The Chicago Bears are back at home after a terrible road trip, taking on the Patriots at Soldier Field. Can they keep up their home winning streak? Watch this video to hear my thoughts. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears pregame prediction video, which I'll be doing before every single Bears game this year. And if you guys are actually watching this video right now, you guys must be the most diehard fans, because a lot of people have tuned out on the rest of the season, and I don't blame them entirely with how terrible the team played in the last two games. The Chicago Bears are completely reeling right now as a team. There's so many questions being asked internally. It seems like the coaching staff has lost the trust of the players. The fan base has completely lost faith in the team. Obviously, after they got blown out against the Cardinals on the road, a game in which we got pushed around the entire game. Obviously, we know what happened against the Commanders. The Hail Mary happened, and so many terrible mistakes happened in that game that prevented the Bears from winning that game. I mean, the Bears are just such a poorly coached football team right now, and the fact that we're only 4-4 is not good enough in a win now type of year. Okay, the Bears are supposed to be able to win football games right now, but that's not really been happening. Now, hopefully the team can get back on track with a win against the Patriots. You know, I know that some Bears fans are asking, like, what if we lose this game against the Patriots? Is Eberflus going to be fired? I don't think so, guys. Like, even if we lose this game, I don't think the Bears are going to fire their coach in season no matter what happens. So if you're a Bears fan, you know, rooting for the team to lose this game, I don't think there's any reason to really do that, because Flus is going to stay, at least for this season, like in season, no matter what. At the end of the year, yeah, Flus may be gone. I think he will be gone at this rate, right? But I don't think he's going to be fired with a loss, because this organization is not strong enough to make a move like that. But yeah, talking about this game, guys, we're taking on the Patriots. The Patriots only have 2 wins on the season. This is the last easy game on the schedule. Okay, after this, it is all playoff teams for the most part. So, like, if you want to, you know, be optimistic for a game, this may be one of the last games to be optimistic for, unless the Bears turn things around, which obviously I hope they do, guys. Like, as down as I have been on the team, I still want to see the Bears turn this thing around and somehow find a way to win those divisional games afterwards. But with how bad they are playing, it seems like, you know, not even a possibility right now. But hopefully the Bears can, you know, change my mind on that. But talking about the Patriots, guys, let me break down both sides of the football. And talking about their offense, they rank number 30 in points scored per game, number 32 in yards gained per game, number 32 passing attack, number 24 rushing attack. And it's one of the worst offenses in all of football. Okay, in terms of the passing offense, it has been the worst in all of football. Drake May has taken over for Jacoby Brissett, and he's had some ups and downs, obviously, as a rookie quarterback. The last game, you guys saw the final play before overtime. Drake May extended the play and just made a crazy play happen, and he's going to make crazy plays happen sometimes. Okay, he's that type of quarterback that can extend plays and, you know, kind of be that playmaker for his offense when his offense needs it. And they're going to need that a lot, because the offense around Drake May is not really a good offense. You know, going to Drake May's stats, he has 770 passing yards, 6 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So he has turned the ball over, you know, here and there, and he's going to be a rookie quarterback that is going to make rookie quarterback mistakes sometimes. But, you know, overall, Drake May is a pretty tantalizing prospect. He's super tall, very athletic. He can run very, very well. So the Bears' run defense is going to have to be on alert for this game. They were so bad in the last game, but especially if the quarterback can run like a Drake May can, like, it could be pretty scary for our defense, especially when our defense has lost some guys, you know, due to injury, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, Drake May, number 3 overall pick, facing off against Caleb. That's going to be a fun storyline for this game. Talking about the rest of the Patriots offense, though, as I mentioned, it's not a good surrounding supporting cast. The offensive line is very, very bad. Probably the worst offensive line in the NFL. I know us Bears fans think we have the worst offensive line in, you know, some games. It does seem like it for sure, especially with the injuries we're suffering. But the Patriots have a terrible offensive line as well. They have allowed 31 sacks on the season so far. So they have struggled to keep the quarterback upright. The run game has really not gotten going. The weapons are nothing really to write home about. They don't really have a true number 1 option on this team for Drake May to throw to. So, you know, overall, it's not a good offense. It's an offense that I would hope the Bears defense can stop and limit to not scoring many points at all. But talking about the Patriots defense, they're a little bit better there, but still not very good. They rank number 21 in points allowed per game, number 24 in yards allowed per game, number 22 pass defense, number 26 run defense. And Keion White is their leading sack producer on this team. He has 4 sacks on the season so far, 12 quarterback hits. So a pretty nice season from the year 2 defensive end. I remember coming out that he was a super athletic prospect. He tested very well, and the Patriots have clearly developed him pretty well too. So that's a guy to watch out for on the Patriots pass rush. But other than him, like, they've been struggling to get home to the quarterback. Their secondary has allowed some big time plays. The run defense has not been good. They have allowed a lot of yards on the ground. They're allowing 4.5 yards per carry, and sometimes allowing teams to kind of dominate the line of scrimmage up front. So it's not really a Patriots team you're used to, because usually the Patriots are pretty stout up front on the D-line, and they can usually stop the run pretty well, at least, but they're not really doing that so far this year. Talking about the Bears offense, we rank number 19 in points scored per game, number 28 in yards gained per game, number 29 passing attack, number 23 run game. And all the offensive line injuries are really taking a toll on the Bears right now, because we are down our top 3 offensive tackles on this team. Braxton Jones will not be playing in this game. Darnell Wright also will not be playing, and the rookie Kiran Amegaji will not be playing as well. So we're down to OT number 4 and number 5, which at this point I think Larry Borom is going to start at left tackle. Maybe move Matt Pryor to right tackle, because he does have some tackle experience. I don't even know who else you could possibly play there at this rate. So Matt Pryor probably at right tackle. On the inside, Ryan Bates is coming back from injury, so that's a little bit of good news. Ryan Bates probably slides in at right guard. Probably get Coleman Shelton at center, and then Tevin obviously at left guard. But this is not a good offensive line. Like, this is barely going to be a NFL caliber offensive line for this game, which worries me a lot, because the O-line, even when healthy, has struggled sometimes. So it's like Ryan Poles talks so much about the O-line depth, but the depth is clearly lacking right now. Like, we don't have great backups. And to be fair, when you have this many injuries, you know, it's going to take a toll on any offensive line, but our starting offensive line also has been pretty bad at moments, right? So it's like, it really sucks. The Bears O-line, again, is just as bad as it usually is, you know, every single season. But, you know, talking about the passing game a little bit, the passing game has been super stagnant the past couple of games. Passing concepts don't make any sense. Guys are not on the same page, and we are more than halfway through the NFL season at this rate. So what the heck is happening? I mean, these things should have been ironed out a long time ago, but clearly Shane Waldron is struggling as OC. So I wonder if we struggle again, are the play calling duties going to go to somebody else on the staff, like Thomas Brown, maybe the assistant coach that we have? Maybe he could take over, which it just freaking sucks that we talk about this every single season, about the OC having to give up play calling duties to somebody else because he's shit as a play caller. And, you know, again, to be fair, like, Shane Waldron had successes with the Seattle Seahawks, but it's just not been working so far with the Chicago Bears, aside from like a couple of games. Okay, we had a mirage during the Jaguars and Panthers game, but besides for those games, the offense has been pretty bad every single other game. Talking about the Bears defense, they rank number 5 in points allowed per game, number 12 in yards allowed per game, number 8 pass defense, number 20 run defense. And we were dealt a big blow this week because Andrew Billings is out for the season, and this sucks so damn much because we don't have a good backup behind him at interior defensive line. Okay, Zach Pickens is going to play now, and Zach Pickens has been terrible every time he's taken the field. I hope I'm wrong about that. I hope he develops now and performs a lot better than he has, but I don't think that's magically going to happen, guys. I mean, Zach Pickens has been borderline unplayable for the Bears. Like, he's not been good at all, getting pushed around constantly. So the fact that we lost such a good interior defensive tackle that was so good against the run, got pass rush for us too, it's going to be a big blow to this Bears defense. And this Bears defense right now is really struggling against the run. Okay, they are a bad run defense at this point in the season. They got thoroughly dominated at the line of scrimmage against the Cardinals in the last game. And yes, Montez Sweat was not playing in that game. He's going to be back for this game, thankfully. Kyler Gordon also is going to be back in the secondary, but I just wonder if we have enough on this D-line sometimes to stop the run adequately. And it doesn't make sense because last year we were so good at stopping the run, but this year we have been so bad at doing so. So, you know, it really makes me wonder, like, what the problem is right now against the run. At least our secondary is very, very good, though. Our secondary still remains one of the top units in football. It just sucks because usually we're playing from behind, so the opposing team can run the football. But if we were finally playing from ahead for once, like, it just makes me wonder how much better this defense could be if they were playing with a lead in most times, which they're usually not. Okay, the secondary is full of playmakers like Jalen Johnson, like, Kyler Gordon coming back now. Tyreek Stevenson, he's dealt with adversity now. Well, self-created adversity, obviously. Like, he was an idiot in that Commanders game, got benched in the last game, but he came back, had some decent moments in the last game. Terrell Smith, played pretty well too. I'm not sure if Terrell Smith is playing in this game, but if he is, he's also a pretty good player too in the secondary. Okay, the secondary is very, very good. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. We just need opposing teams to play from behind for once so we can actually force those turnovers and create those big time plays on defense. With that being said, it's time for my 3 keys to Bears victory. How can the Chicago Bears win this game at home? And key number 1 is going to be to get explosive runs on offense. DeAndre Swift should be getting a lot of carries in this game because the Patriots have a very bad run defense, and we still struggle sometimes with consistency in running the football. Like last game, again, the Bears were barely able to run the football. In the Commanders game, we were barely able to run the football until a big-time run from DeAndre Swift changed things. But for the majority of that game, we still were struggling to get consistent, explosive runs. This Bears team needs explosive runs right now because the passing game clearly is suffering big time. So the best way to help out a rookie quarterback is by running the football and playing good defense. And hopefully the Bears can do that, run the football pretty well. Key number 2 is going to be to make Drake May make the rookie mistake. Drake May is a young, raw rookie quarterback that has a lot of development to go through. And I think with the bad Patriots team around him, this Bears defense should be able to force him into making a lot of mistakes throughout this game. Okay, if the Bears defense does not do good in this game, I would have even more question marks about Eberflus. Okay, the fact that he can't, scheme up a good game plan against a rookie quarterback with a team that's this bad around him. So, make Drake May throw those interceptions, make him fumble the ball, make him make the wrong read during this game. And then finally, key number 3 is going to be to start having fun again on this team. Nobody on this Bears team looks like they're having fun anymore whatsoever, which obviously I understand. Okay, if you're losing games, you're not going to have fun, but like, we need the energy back on this offense. We need guys to step it up and care. Okay, the bad body language cannot continue. Like, I know a lot of people have called out DJ Moore on this, and some people are going a little bit too far on the DJ Moore hate. Okay, I know DJ Moore has been a talking point of the last week because some people don't like his body language sometimes during the games, which I guess is a fair criticism, but like, I want everybody to start having fun again, like start making those big time plays, start getting pumped up, start getting excited, because right now this Bears team just lacks the energy they had only a couple weeks ago after the Jaguars game. And finally, it's time for my score prediction. Who do I have win this game? And guys, I have the Chicago Bears returning to home, beating the Patriots by a score of 17-10. Yes, I have it being a pretty low scoring game because right now I just don't have much faith in the Bears offense whatsoever. Okay, they can't do anything correctly, even against some poor defenses. Like the Cardinals did not have a good pass rush or a good defense really, and we made them look like the 1985 Bears. We struggled so much against that team. So I still think the Bears will win because the Patriots are a very bad football team. They have bad football players on both sides of the ball. Like, they just lack the talent, right? And the Bears definitely do have a lot more talent. We have a bad coaching staff for sure, so I would not be totally surprised if we blew this somehow, but I think this is a game the Bears should win, but it's probably the last very winnable game on the schedule because after this, man, I'm not sure when I'm going to pick a Bears win next. My offense MVP of this game is going to be DeAndre Swift. I think that with how much the Patriots struggle against the run, DeAndre Swift should be a big part of this game plan. I think he gets a couple big time runs and finishes with 95 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown. As for my defense MVP, I'm gonna go with Kyler Gordon. I think that coming back, he makes a big time interception, does his Spider-Man celebration again. It's been a long time since we've seen that, so I think Kyler Gordon in his return does get a big time pick and maybe a sack also on Drake May. But leave your comments down below, guys. What do you guys think about this game? I'm sure, Bears fans do not even want to think about the Bears right now with how bad we've been playing the last couple weeks. But I know some of you diehard fans out there are still going to watch this game, still going to go to this game. And, like, we're still going to be, hoping this team can turn it around somehow. Even though it looks impossible right now, We are still 4-4 right now, so technically we could go on a run and still make the playoffs, but I think that's just like, that's crazy talk right now. Okay, let's focus on winning this game right here, and hopefully we can turn things around. You know, leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.